So we're here this afternoon with the Recurve team events at the 2015 Para World Championships. We're now going into the Recurve Women Open team event, the bronze medal match, which will be 3 people in each team, 3 women in each team, and the match here consists of 5th ranked Brazil versus 3rd ranked Korea. Brazil will be shooting on target 1 and Korea will be shooting on target 2.
We shot already the bronze and gold medal match of mixed team. We came online now and we will go with you through these matches.
So just to recap the results that we've already had this afternoon, we had Korea versus Italy in the bronze medal match, and Italy won that. And then the gold match was the People's Republic of China versus Russia, and the number 1 ranked team, People's Republic of China, took that match 4-2.
Well, we saw already in the first match a shoot-off, Korea against Italy. Italy won the shoot-off with a really great score.
So this afternoon the team event will consist of 3 archers on each team. Each archer will shoot 2 arrows.
We are shooting in alternative system. So every team is shooting 1 arrow. Each archer from one team is shooting 1 arrow, and then the other team starts to shoot. Everyone shot 6 arrows.
They have 120 seconds to shoot their 6 arrows. So it equates to 20 seconds an arrow. So they'll shoot their first 3 arrows, then the other team will shoot their 3 arrows, and the timer will stop after they've shot their 3 arrows, and it will restart again, so that they'll have 120 seconds for their 6 arrows. We're shooting the set system, so it'll be the first team to reach 5 set points will win.
We are shooting 4 sets. After 4 sets, each team has 4 set points. We are going to shoot off where every archer is shooting 1 arrow, and when the score is tied, we are looking to the closest arrow to the center.
So a maximum of 4 sets. Each team has 4 arrows each.
So for those of you who tuned in this morning's competition was the compound bows, which you'll notice were a lot shorter and had what appeared to be like wheels, which are actually cams at the top and bottom, which allow the bow, it has a heavy peak weight as it's drawn back, but then the weight drops off by between 65 and 85%. So your peak weight may be 60 pounds, but your holding weight's only around the 15 to 20 pound mark. The recurve bows are much longer. They get their name from the curve of the limb, which are the bits at the top and the bottom that start to curve away from the archer. As they draw back, the weight gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and at full draw, it's at its heaviest peak weight.
Brazil is shooting first on target 1.
I would suggest at least another 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, if they can stand on the satellite dish to see if it becomes stable.
Oh, that was better to start. 3 points. Again, 3 points on the other side of the target. There's a lot of more wind than in the morning and also the finals before.
Yeah, you'd expect we've seen that the arrows have been moving right when archers have been coming off of the practice bosses onto the competition bosses, so that's where we've seen them mostly this afternoon.
6 points. Let's see what Korea is doing now.
Korea qualified in 3rd, so they're the highest seed going into this match.
8 points. Brazil was seeded as 5th. Seven points for Korea.
Just out that one, really close.
Oscar, lì, sta entrando.
4 points. Korea is leading by 7 points after 3 errors.
Yeah, so Archer's shooting with a very low back elbow.
7 points.
Looks as if it's as far as she can lift her arm, so it looks slightly different to some of the other archers. You notice that recurve archers have a very nice high back elbow, have a very straight line, but obviously the archers at these games have to work around their disabilities, so we see some really, really interesting techniques of how to get the out, and the performances that come from it are just amazing, really.
It's amazing to see them shooting here and doing sports.
That's what I used to do when I was doing
6 points. 32 points.
And although Brazil are the host nation for the Paralympic Games, they're still here. They've still got to earn their quota places for the Games.
8 points. Even if they wouldn't be here in the bronze medal, they are qualified because they are the hosted country. So it's not like in the normal.
It's not like in the normal Olympics. In the Paralympics, you have to still earn places.
Okay. 8 points.
So they were competing in the quota place competition yesterday afternoon.
Seven points. This was a tricky shot. 32 on 42 points.
So Korea take the first set there. Korea are a leading nation in recurve archery, and to be honest, their compound archery has, over the past few years, become quite world leading as well. So they know how to shoot, these guys.
Yeah, they won a few medals in Copenhagen on the World Championships, and like you saw before, they were also shooting really good in compound as Paralympics. Korea won in the quarterfinal against USA and lost in the semi-final against Russia. If we look at Brazil, Brazil was winning against Italy in the quarterfinals and lost against People's Republic of China in the semi-final. And the match between China and Russia we will see after this match.
Well, the three-person team is actually no longer an event in going into the Paralympics. It's been replaced by the mixed team, so it's just a World Championship event now rather than a Paralympic event, and therefore any results that come from the three-person teams won't equate to any quota places.
Brazil is shooting first because they are not leading the match. Seven points.
Brazil 7.
So the breeze is still blowing through, and actually it's quite. If you're not shooting, it's quite nice because it's very, very hot here.
9 points.
But over that distance of 70 metres, the very light arrows with the fletchings can just get drifted by the wind.
Quite easily.
Our recurve bow only has probably has a speed of around 200, 230 feet per second.
If you look at this, it had 173 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, so you can see the speed, on the speed meter in the middle of the field. Compound bows travel much faster, up to about 300 feet per second.
9 points. We were at 250 kilometers per hour in the morning. Not every archer has this speed, but there are lots of archers who are shooting with many pounds. They have this speed. 7 points.
So if the arrows are travelling slower, then they have to travel at a higher trajectory. So the wind will catch them slightly higher up as well, so they won't get as protective. And they're travelling further than the compound arrows. They're travelling at 70 metres. So there's a lot more chance of getting hit by the wind with a recurve bow.
3 points. If you look at the third arrow of the Brazilian team, it's not sure if this is an 8 or 9. It's too close to see it from here, and the judge has decided if it's a 9 or an 8. Six points.
So nice group on the right still for Brazil. They just need to...
5 points.
The main group's on the right. That was just a wide blue there.
The shot was also not so good.
No. So critical. You're trying to repeat the same shot over and over again.
8 points.
And a change in the rhythm, a change in the time, and a loss of pressure can make an arrow go quite wide.
Nine points. Quite close to the 10.
So Korea having to reset there. Our arrow just came off of a rest. There should be plenty of time, but the coach and the archers will just have to watch now to make sure they don't lose all the time.
Four points. They have now 20 seconds left for one arrow.
If they shoot after the buzzer, then they would lose the highest scoring arrow. So not just the arrow they shot, it would be the highest scoring arrow that they would lose on the target.
6 points.
But they still had plenty of time.
So at halfway, Brazil are back in this match, everybody. It is 2 set points each.
So it's 2-2, even if we don't know if it's an 8 or 9, the third arrow of Brazil. It doesn't matter for the set points of the second end.
So they're back in the game now.
They said, you don't have a service point, you will be served in 24 hours.
So like we said, we're aiming to get first team to 5 set points. So 2-all now, so there's going to be at least another 2 sets shot. And at the moment, I can't really call it. No one's really dominating, are they?
No. Till now, we really had tight matches.
What's interesting is that in qualification, Brazil shot almost 100 points less than Korea, and yet they are level in this match.
You see that the archers are speaking with the coach in the time they are writing the points down. It's good to calm down a bit.
Yeah, often, to be honest, and often the coach probably won't even be talking technically. They'll probably just be having a nice, easy conversation about anything in general, just to try to keep the archers relaxed, because, you know, it's very high pressure having, you know, all the people in the stadium. You know, people have paid to come and watch this event, and there's a really good turnout. And then plus, obviously, it being televised.
5 points. Yes, and you also want to show your best, the best you can do, and you want to have a good final and an interesting final.
It's the World Championships. You want a medal, don't you?
Yeah, and we are in the bronze medal match, so you want to win the bronze medal.
At the end of the day, the coaching should have been done up to this point. Now it's just about keeping the archers focused and calm. You know, he's not going to be able to change anything technically now. He's just going to have to remind them what to do and just keep them calm. They know what to do.
They know what to do because they were training a lot before they came here.
Brazil have
So Brazil has 21 points now. Let's see what Korea is doing.
Korea 9.
Nine-liner.
Eight
8 points.
Brazil.
3 points.
You'll notice that a lot of the archers have what looks like the feathers, the vein, the fletchings on the arrows. They're curved, they're spin veins, and they help the arrow to spin through the air, and that allows it to straighten up a lot quicker, so
And
that you get better
they
flight.
fly straighter and
Yeah.
9 points.
Spin veins will spin and create drag, which, because as an arrow comes out of a bow, it flexes from side to side, which is why there's a pressure button in the bow to allow it to clear the bow.
8 points.
And these fletchings help it straighten out as quick as possible, so that it's flying as straight as possible when it hits the target.
7 points. So Korea needs now a 6 to win this set. And it was an 8.
So Korea take that set quite narrowly, so they lead 4-2. So a tie in the next set will give them the bronze medal. And Brazil need to win the next set to stay in the game.
And when they win the next set, we are going to do shoot-off.
We've already had one exciting shoot-off this afternoon, and to be honest, I think we'll probably see a few more. The set system does just tend to give quite a lot of shoot-offs,
Yes.
which does make it nice and exciting for us watching here and you at home.
If you would take the points they are shooting now as cumulative, maybe we will not see a shoot-off, but in the set system, it's quite used that there are shoot-offs. We saw already in the first final there was Korea shooting a miss with the second arrow, but came back in the match, lost after the shoot-off. If you take the cumulative points, it's nearly impossible to come back in the match.
It is, yeah. So a miss in a cumulative score match, a miss in a compound match, and it would be practically impossible. Yeah, it'd be practically impossible to come back from that. It's not, it's definitely not unheard of. But a recurve match where that happens.
Now you saw that Brazil got the yellow card. I think she took the arrow too fast out of the quiver.
So what she did, she threw the arrow onto the ground, which is perfectly legal. She just has to remove a new arrow from a quiver, and it's basically a time penalty by doing that.
3 points. If you throw it to the ground, I think you lose 1 or 2 seconds less than put it back and take it again.
Correct, yeah.
8 points. She takes her time. 6 points.
They're still left with over half the time that they were allocated, so they've got plenty of time, and they've not been close to the buzzer at all. So I think they'll be absolutely fine with that slight time penalty.
7 points.
to be honest, it's it flusters you to get a time penalty. It makes you just increases the adrenaline, that little bit more, which is actually more detrimental than the loss of 2 or 3 seconds, because there's normally plenty of time.
8 points. Eight points.
It's quite solid shooting there by Korea. They've taken the lead. And as we said, all they've got to do is tie this set to win.
Brazil 8.
8 liner. Seven. 20 seconds left for the last error. Eight points. Really close to the line of the 9.
So Korea just need 18 points from these 3 arrows. That's 3 sixes.
8 for Korea.
8 points. If they shoot a 10 now, they won already their match.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
It's a long shot, but it was well executed, so that was a really nice arrow there.
She only needs to shoot the arrow and hit the target.
Score. I think we just need to score. 1 point, and that'll do it.
7 points. Korea wins the bronze medal.
So commiserations to Brazil, but Korea really pulled it back there and take the bronze medal in this Recurve Women Open Team event.
The scores weren't the best, but let's see what the gold medal match will bring now. If the conditions are really difficult for the moment, or
yeah, we've got coming up next match is the number 1 ranked People's Republic of China versus the number 2 ranked Russian team. So a repeat of the mixed team event that we had a couple of matches back, really.
China had 9 points more in the qualification round than Russia, and if we look at Brazil, for example, they had 70 points,
and even Korea was 60 points back on Russia, so there was quite a gap, really. The Chinese and the Russian teams were quite a way ahead, weren't they, really?
Oh, so it was 100. Over 100 points, 160 points between People's Republic of China and Brazil.
Yeah, it's a big gap there. So we expect some good shooting this afternoon from China and Russia.